Hello everyone, welcome to Pepcoding. In this video, we will look at the question median of two sorted arrays. Okay, so let's see. In this question, we have two arrays, something like this, and we have to find the median. So before we are going to find the median, first we will merge the two sorted arrays, right? So if we merge these two arrays, we would get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 12, and 14. Okay, I would get this array, this merged array. And in this merged array, what is going to be my median? My median is going to be the sum of these two mids, right? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and the length is 8, right? For this merged array, my median is going to be the sum of these two mids, right? Because for even length, I would have two mids. So for it would be the sum of these two mids by 2. Okay. So for even case, we know that for even length, my answer is going to be the array of mid value, right? My mid is here. Mid is 8 by 4, right? Which is 4. So 7. So my even length or my median for my even length will be array of mid plus array of mid minus 1, right? Because we would have two mids, so array of mid plus array of mid minus 1 divided by 2.0. And why are we dividing this by 2.0 and not 2 only? Because I need my answer in floating point, right? I need a double value, so I'm dividing this by 2.0. I can either divide this by 2.0 or multiply this by 1.0. It is the same thing. Okay, so next, for odd case, for the case of odd, let's say I have my merged list as 3, 4. Let's write this here: 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Right? For this case only, it is the median is going to be my mid only. So array of mid. So this 5 is going to be my mid value. Okay, and this is my median as well. So let's just see that first the approach is very clear, that first we have to just make the merged array, and if we have made the merged array, then we just have to find the length of that merged array. If it is even, then we will find the mid and the value before it, so mid minus 1, the two mids, and then we'll divide it by 2.0, we'll get our median. If it is odd, then the mid value only is going to be my median. Okay, so let's see how we made the merged array. Let's discuss the approach of making a merged array. Right, I would have two pointers, I here and j here, right? And we will check between I and j which one is smaller. The one smaller will be added to my merged array, right? So merged is here. I is smaller than j, so I'll add 3 to my merged array, and then I'll increment I. Okay, so now j is now we will compare these two. J is smaller, so I'll add j to my merged array and I'll increase my j. Okay, now I is smaller than j, so I'll add j, or I'll add I to my merged array. I'll get 5. I'll increase my I. Okay, now I'll compare again. J is smaller, I'll add j, I'll increase j. Okay, now I have 7 and 14. Now 7 is smaller, so I'll add 7, I'll accept 7, I'll increment I to 9. 9 is also smaller than 14, then I'll add 9, right? And I'll increment my I. I have 12, 12 is also smaller, I'll add 12. This is finished, right? I is finished. Then I have remaining left in my array 2, and all the remaining values left, I'll just add them as it is. Okay, so 14 is added. I've got my merged array. Now I can perform the task that I need. So it is a very simple approach, let's code this question. Let's first let's make the merged length. So this would be a1 dot length plus a2 dot length, right? And this would be my merged length. Okay, let's call this merged length, or let's just say n. Okay, now let's make a merged array of n size, right? So I've made this merged array. Let's do it like this. Okay, I've made this merged array. Now I'll run a while loop while I is less than a1 dot length and j is less than a2 dot length. And before this, I will have to take two pointers, I0 int j equals 0, and also a k pointer. Why k pointer? Because I need I here, a j here, right? But I also need a k here to keep the track of my merged array, right? So k is going to keep the track of my merged array. Now while I is less than a1 dot length and j is less than a2 dot length, then I will traverse these two arrays, right? So if my a1 of I is smaller than a2 of j, if this is true, then I'll add merged of k is equals to a1 of I. I'll accept I in that case. I'll increment my I. I'll increment my k, right? Else I'll do the same work but for j, right? a2 dot j, this is j here, and k plus plus. Now after this while loop has run, either there would be some elements remaining in my a1 or a2. So I'll make a check while I is less than a1 dot length. If this is true, then there is something left in my I. So so I'll just add this part, right? I'll just do this. Okay. Now a while loop again. If j is less than a2 dot length, which means there is something left in my a2, so I'll do the same thing again. Okay, that is here. So I've filled these two arrays, or I've filled my merged array now. Now I'll make a double median, right? It is not already declared. So we'll make a double median and let's initialize it with 0.0, right? Now I will check that if my merge dot size or dot length modulo 2 is equals to 0. If it is even, then I will find the mid, or let's just find the mid here. Int mid equals to ARR or median dot length by 2. This is merged dot length by 2, right? We've got my mid. Now I will check that if it is even. If it is even, then I will find a second mid, or I don't have to actually find a second mid. I'll just update it right away, like median is equals to ARR of mid plus or this is merged of mid plus merged of mid minus 1, so of mid merged of mid minus 1, right, divided by 2. So I've got this in my median, and this is actually 2.0 because this is a floating value, right? Else it is a case of odd, so median would be array of or merged of mid itself, right? Then we will return the median, and this is my code. It's a very simple code. Let's run this. It is accepted. Let's submit this. It is passing all the test cases. So I hope you understand this question. If you don't, I would suggest rewatching the part if you don't understand. And also let's discuss the time complexity as well. Here I am doing what is my time complexity, right? My time complexity would be in the order of, or time complexity will be in the order of n plus m. And what is n? N is the length of ARR1 and m is the length of ARR2. And since I'm traversing ARR1 and ARR2 completely, my time complexity is order of n plus m. Similarly, my space complexity is also order of n plus m, since I'm making a merged array of that space, right? So I hope you understand this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.